Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day everybody. My name is Albert Tan. Sorry for the delay. We have actually a technical error, which actually we were cut off completely, from this wave video. So we have to start a new live stream. So if you guys can see us, hear our voice as well. Please comment in the chat, so that we know that we are on the right track. Okay, I see Chaitanya, Iransoa, and a few other guys. So I think we are good. So, Jordan, are you okay now? Can we start?
Yeah, I think it's working fine now. You can hear me,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's working fine. So, but somehow I couldn't find where is the I looking at my Facebook chat. I
Okay.
cannot find the event, So never mind. Let me do it later.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Sorry for the delay. About 10 minutes, because when we started to stream, the wave video actually was cut off completely, and there was some error according to the message. So the other way is actually we could contact them, that kind of thing. But we decided to set up a new stream, and here it is. So guys, we are happy to be here to actually with you guys, to witness the launch of this MailMin. Uh, and we have actually marketing manager, business development manager, Sultan here to help us to understand more about MailMin. There has been a lot of talk in the LTD community about the MailMin and the last week, since their launch. So, Sultan, can we ask you a few questions before we actually go into the proper webinar, and we are waiting for other people to come in?
Yeah, sure thing. So I'll just say hi to everybody who joined
Yes.
today.
Mhm.
So it's a great opportunity, and I always love doing lives in Download Silo. So the community is amazing. Yeah, so let's go ahead. We can look into what you have for us.
Okay, so it's actually this is the second time we do a launch with this Sultan. That was 1 year ago. We are doing a WP funnels. So
Mhm.
as everybody know, WP funnels is the first one that we do, and this MailMin is actually a continuation of this WP funnels. So, uh, Sultan, can you tell us what actually is MailMin all about?
All right. So, as everybody knows in this community, that when we launched WP Funnels back in 2021, basically it was all about getting funnel building for everybody. So, normally in WordPress there is difficulties in creating funnels, so that's why we created WP Funnels back then. Now, over the years, for the last 1.5 years, as we went on with WP Funnels, most of our users are coming and telling us how they can do email marketing with funnels, because email marketing is a core part of any funnel journey. And at that time, what we did was we did create integrations with some of the funnel tools, some of the email tools they have. But how many tools can we really create integration for? And eventually, when we tried to use email marketing for ourselves as well, we had a lot of barriers because not all tools are designed for all types of business. So even at the end of the day, what happened was we came to know that email marketing is very important, and WP Funnels cannot meet that. So what our founder Lincoln Islam did was he came up with the idea that, okay, let's go ahead and create an email marketing automation tool. So basically, he came up with the idea that let's create a tool that's kind of make it easy for everybody to run email marketing automation. At the same time, it's going to act as a very good tool for email marketing for WP funnels. So we're going for both ways. So when we came with the understanding that we need to create an email client with MailMint, our first concern was we don't want to create just another tool that already exists. Okay, we want to create a tool that's different and actually solves problems of people. So we invested quite some time in researching on the problems of other tools, what problems people are facing, what they expect in the tool, and eventually came up with MailMint, which is right now a super easy email marketing automation tool in WordPress.
Okay, that's good to hear because most of the email marketing platforms are actually, they provide everything, the hosting and the kind of thing. So, and they charge quite expensive, I would say.
Mhm.
So, I believe no MailMin is actually self-hosted, in our WordPress platform, and
Mhm.
this actually differentiate, yourself from the others, And the last one that I remember is actually Mail Poet, So, can
Right.
you tell us a little bit about what is different between you and Mail Poet?
Okay. So when you use MailPoint, I think the main user base is WooCommerce, right? Like people who use WooCommerce, they find MailPoint really useful. So with MailMint, the main difference you will see there is the ease of use. First of all, in MailPoint, you need to have some sort of learning curve to understand how to manage leads, how to, what should I say, map all the automations properly. So in MailMint, what we did was we have a lot of features similar to MailPoint, but then again, it's gonna be a lot easier. So in our case, what we want to do is we want to have you spend the least amount of time thinking about how to do this. Rather, you can just go there and instantly know, okay, this is what I need to do. This is where I need to go. This is what I need to do. So that's how the tool was designed. In fact, I think a few days ago, Paul released a video about using MailMint, and he didn't even use the documentations back then. So that's how we know that we have an advantage over MailPoint. However, I'll just clarify this that the MailMint tool itself is not here to compete with MailPoint or Fluent CRM. Yes, we are going to give a lot of the features they have, but the main intention of the tool is to make it easy for anybody to run email campaigns, have automation flows in WordPress.
Okay, thanks for your explanation. So I think before we actually, go to the question and answer, let's go into the demo mode first.
Okay.
Show what
Yes.
you have and tell us how to use Mailbeam effectively.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'm gonna share my screen so that you have a good view.
Yeah, please.
Um, so I'll just do the entire screen so that it doesn't avoid pop-ups. Okay. So I believe you can see my screen now.
Yes.
All right. So right now, what you're looking at is basically a dashboard of MailMint, where I have just installed MailMint in a test environment. So once you have MailMint, you can see that on the left side, you have a control over your contacts, campaigns, automation, forms. So initially, the thing MailMint has is an easy way to manage your contacts. So over here, you can see at a glance how many contacts you have, which are subscribed, which are unsubscribed, which are pending. And this is where you manage all your leads. So this is my total contact list. On the top, you have the option to add lists and tags right here, and you can then assign them to your contacts. But then again, that's not the only way you assign lists and tags. I'm going to show you in a bit. So how do you add the contacts? It's really simple. You can import in bulk. You can add a new one. Let me just show you by creating a new one. Let's say John. Okay, email. Let's say it's John Smith at gmail.com, and first name John, second name is Smith. And here you have the option to assign the status. Basically, do you want him to be added as a subscribed status, pending status, unsubscribed? So subscribe means you already have the permission to send emails out to John. And if it's not in subscribed, and if you choose pending, it means that if you have double opt-in enabled, then right after you add this contact, he's going to get an email to confirm his email address. And if you choose unsubscribed, he'll just be in your list. You can't use him for your marketing campaigns until John wants you to. All right. So I'm just going to choose that subscribed. And then here you can assign the list and tags you have. Right. But then again, we did something special here. We have made sure that you can add lists here as well. So normally when you use other tools, they ask you to, create list and tags first. Then when you create contacts, then you can just assign the tags or lists that are already there. Okay, so it creates a problem because let's say you started adding a contact, you added all the details, and now you forgot to add the list. What's going to happen? So here, let's say I'm just going to add a new list. Let's say special. So you see, there is no list called special. What I can do is I can just click on add list and save this. And now you can see this is added as a new list. So you can directly add lists and tags on the fly. Okay. So I'm just going to do that and click on save. And you can see the contact is added right here. Okay. Now that's how you add a contact manually. You can also import contact in bulk. To do that, you can upload a CSV, paste some contact info here, or upload your or import your WordPress users based on their user roles, or you can directly import your WooCommerce customers here as well. So once you try to import, you'll be taken to a place where you can map the data based on the fields available in Mailman. So basically, let's say for WooCommerce, you can see that you can directly map the data of the customer to the fields you have for MailMint. So over here, you just need to map which field you want this data to be saved in MailMint contact list. And after that, here you have the option to choose the status, assign them list and tags, and click on import to import all your customers as your contacts. All right, so that's how easy it is to manage your contacts. But that's not it. You also have an option called segments. So segments is basically a way to create specific targeted leads that you want to run campaigns for. And this one is not based on lists and tags. You can have different information. For example, you can have a segment for the country only, or you can have a combined segment of a person in a certain country and he should be in this city. So once you create a segment, these people are going to be specifically in separate segments, which you can use to run targeted leads. So this is how you can manage your contacts easily. And you can see that it took me less than 5 minutes to explain the whole contacts module. That's just it. And for each contact, you can obviously click on them, go inside them, and get more details about them. You can see here for WooCommerce, you can see their order details, what they did, their history. Then there is their basic information. You can also have their activities, which is still in progress. This is being created. Other than that, you can edit their information here. Everything can be done easily within the contact. All right. So that's how you manage your contacts. Now, how do you get the contacts? Normally, you can import the contacts from an external tool that you already have, but you can also have a way to collect the leads. So in MailMint on the left side, if you go to forms, you have an option to create a lead form to collect the leads. So you can create, just give me a moment. So you can just create a new form, and it's going to take you to this place where you can import a template, or you can create one from scratch. So let's say I'm just going to import this one. And there you go. So this is a lead form. Basically, what you're looking at is a design created, and this is a Gutenberg block editor, really. A form is something that you can create using Gutenberg and all its blocks. And we have our own blocks for your email fields and also custom field. So you can create this whole form however you want and customize it on the right side. You can see for each element, you can customize it. So that's how easy it is to create a lead form using MailMint. So initially, once you design the form, you can assign which list and tag these users will be added to. Or if you don't have a list created, you can create it on the fly as I showed you before. So let's say I'm just going to choose as this one. So anyone who signs up on this form will be added to that particular list I just assigned. And I can choose the title of the form just to keep track of it. But that's not it. That's not it. All right. So you can also choose what type of form this is going to be. On the right side, you can see there's something called form type. This is going to let you choose that how this form will appear. Is it going to be a default form that you embed on a page? Is it going to be a pop-up or a fly-in, fixed on the top, fixed on the bottom notification? So you can create different types of forms to collect leads. So let's say for this one, I have selected pop-up. Now, how will this appear on my website? Below, there is this option called appearance, where you can choose that will it be displayed in all pages in the website? Will it be displayed on specific pages? Will it be displayed on specific posts? So this is basically an all-out lead collection form that you can use for specific pages, posts, or your whole website. And this can be any type of lead form you want. So that's one special feature we have with MailMint. All right. Other than that, once you collect the leads, it already gets added to contacts, right? Now, once you have the contacts, once you've collected leads, what do you do next? You obviously run marketing campaigns, email campaigns for your contacts. So let me go to campaigns. Here, you have the option to create your email campaigns. Here, you can create a regular email campaign, which is basically a single email you send out to everybody in a particular list or tag, or an email sequence where you define delays between multiple emails and send it out. And then there is a sequence you create to use for automation. So let me show it to you. Let me click on regular email campaign. And once I do that, here you can see that this is a simple layout. Here, all you do is give it a name. So let's say this is a Black Friday campaign. You choose your recipients here. So I'm just going to create a new one. BF. Okay. Let me just assign them to special. All right. So you can see that I have only one recipient in that list. I don't have any other users there, but that one recipient is going to get it. Here you can choose the subject line for the email. So let's say, here's your special Black Friday offer. and you can add a preview text here. So huge discount on any, let's say, leather products. Okay, so let's say I'm running a leather WooCommerce store. Okay, so now after you're done with this, you save this as a draft, and then you can just design your emails. So once you click on design your email, you have the option to choose a template, or you can create one from scratch. So let's say I'm just gonna choose this template. All right, so once you choose a template, it gets imported like this. This is the email body, you can see. Obviously, this is not just about template. You can create your whole email using this advanced email builder. This is a drag and drop email builder. Let me show you. You can just click on one of these blocks, drag it and paste it here. And here you can write down your email, customize it over here, all right, and set up your email however you want. And some of the great features here is, let's say, the product block. So let's say if I drag and drop it here, all right, I have the option to choose a particular product category out of which I'll show the products in my email. So this is basically a product block to show uh, some products from your particular category, all right? Then you have the same thing for a post. You can show certain posts from a certain post category, all right? We are also working on specific product categories or specific product blocks so that you can show one single product here and make a special offer for that, all right? So you have full control here. You have the options to use these blocks to design your email. For each and every block, you have a full control of typography, color, and everything. All right, and on the right side, you have the option to use different layouts. So let's say you want a 2-column layout for your email body. You can choose a 2-column layout. If you want 3-column layout, you can use the 3-column layout however you want. And you also have global styles for this whole email builder. All right, so you can do that. On the left side, you can see beside the pen, you can also preview it. This is the desktop view. This is the mobile view. So you can just redesign them so that it suits for both of the uh, systems that you're going to send it to. So once you are done with designing your email, you just save it. You can send a test mail from here, or you can just click on next if you're ready with this. All right. So once you click on next, it's going to take you back to this place. And here you can just click on send. It will give you the option to send now or schedule it for later. And once you're done that, it's going to be sent. So let me just send it now. And there you go. You can see it's running. If you go back, it will show you that it's running. All right. So that's how easy it is to launch a single email campaign. You can also do the same for sequences. Okay. So let's say you want to run a lead nurturing campaign for your leads. You just click on new campaign, create an email sequence, and you can see it took you back to a similar view that you had with a regular campaign, right? So what's the difference? The difference is on the left side, just below email one, you have the option to add more emails. So you click on plus and it adds a second email. But here, let's look at the difference. In email one, you could choose the title and the recipients, right? Now, for a whole email sequence, you always have the same number of recipients. So on email two, what you do is you choose the delay. So let's say I want to send email two 3 hours after a person has received email one. So now I've chosen a 3 hours delay. Then I can add more emails and I choose more delays. So let's say if I choose 24 hours here, it means that after they receive the second email, then after 24 hours of that, he's going to get the third email. So that's how you create your email sequence. You design each of them separately, and once you're ready, you can just send it or schedule it. All right. So that's how simple it is to create a regular email campaign or a sequence. And if you want to use sequence in your automation workflow, you can again click on this and create your sequence from here. All right. So that's how easy it is to run your email campaigns with MailMate. Now, you can see that the advantages here is that, first of all, it's simple to create the UI, but I think the thing you'll love is the email builder that I showed you, right? It's drag and drop, you have full control, and it's really easy to understand, okay? And then we have this special feature, the automations, which everybody likes to use because this is what's going to, make your funnels more meaningful or make your website more meaningful. So if I click on new automation, it's going to take me to this place where you start creating your automation workflow. So if I click on select a starting point, then here I can see some triggers. So we have basic triggers for MailMint. You can have some triggers for WordPress, and you can have triggers for WooCommerce. Plus, we have integration with some other tools such as Gravity Forms, Tutor LMS, and many more are coming. All right. So let's say if I choose form submitted as the starting point, okay, then on the right side, I have the option to configure the form submitted trigger. So which form submitted will trigger this automation? So let's say the form I just created, the Black Friday sale, if someone submits a form there, this automation will be triggered. So after that, let's say I want to, add a time delay, let's say uh, 30 minutes, and then I want to send an email. So I'll just choose an email here, and here I'll configure the email the same way I did with my campaigns. So here I can give the email subject line, I can give the preview text, and I can just design my email from here the same way I did in my regular email campaigns, right? So once I'm ready with this, I can just click on Start Workflow, and this automation is ready. So I can just rename it VF Auto. There we go. And if I go back, you can see that this one is running, which means anyone who submits a form there, this automation will be triggered. So that's how easy it is to create automation workflows. And besides the triggers, let me just show you, we have a lot more actions there. You can see you have the option to send email, assign tags or lists, set time delay, remove tags and lists. You can assign an email sequence, or you can send out a webhook, and many more actions are being created as we speak. All right. So yeah, that's how easy it is to use Mailmin. Those are all the features, and I just showed you the whole plugin, I think in less than 20 minutes.
That's fast.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I'll just stop the stream. Sorry, stop sharing my screen for now. Okay, so I think everybody had a good look of how the plugin works, and if they have any questions, I'm ready to answer now.
Sure. Let us. I mean, there are some questions being asked. So
Okay.
before we actually go to the question and answer from the audience, I have actually one or two questions to ask.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, you set up this email marketing automation platform. So one thing that is actually we must know is actually this is a self-hosted, WordPress plugin. And how about SMTP? How are you going to configure it?
Okay, this is self-hosted, but the SMTP is also basically what you have set up in your WordPress site. So whether you have a default one set up or you used an SMTP plugin, whichever SMTP is used by default for your WordPress site, that's going to be used for MailMint right now.
Okay, the reason I ask is actually very simple. I think you can guess what I'm asking. Are you going to set up your own SMTP plugin? In future. I know you are not doing it now.
Okay, I think my video cut off. Just give me.
Yeah, your video is cut off, but you still can continue to talk. Are you there, Sultan? Okay, guys, while waiting for Sultan to come online, you can ask your question now. Take your time to ask whatever question you have. Okay, there are many questions. Hold on, let me check which are the question. Shortcut. Somebody was asking shortcut. Okay, Suleiman, you're asking, can we see the setting? What type of setting you're referring to? Just answer. I mean, just type your question in the chat again. Suleiman.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the video is not on.
Well, I don't know. I've just assigned the video, but it's not working. So I
Don't
have
worry,
no.
you can just answer the question. We can hear you.
Okay, let's try my laptop's video if that works. Let's see. Okay, it's not rendering my video for some reason, but if you can hear me, I think that should be enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's continue. So the question is, can we see the settings? Settings, are you talking about the basic settings of the client? If that, let me just share the screen. I think I can show that to you. That's fine. Okay, so I think he's talking about settings here, right?
Okay.
All right. So here what you do is you set up your business settings. Most of this will be configured when you go through the setup wizard when installing Mailmint. So here you get the basic details of your business, which you can use for your email footer and the basic details. In social media, you can add your social media links here, which people can get from your email. Then there is email settings. You can choose where you are sending from and who they will reply to. Then there is the double opt-in settings. You can choose to enable double opt-in, which means if anyone is signed up as pending, then he'll be sent a double opt-in email. Then there's the general settings. Here you just configure the unsubscribe link, the email preferences, option to prompt users to be added to the list during commenting or maybe when signing up. Okay. Then there's the WooCommerce settings. This will allow you to place a consent checkbox on the checkout page to be added to the list. Then you have the option to add custom fields, create your own custom fields. We have compliance settings such as anonymizing IP address. Then if someone is removed from user role, you'll be removed from your list. And you have the option to set up webhooks. So yeah, those are the settings we have right now.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Let's move to the next question. Okay. Stratos was asking, what email sending company can I use with Mailmin? I don't understand this question. I mean, you are
Okay.
sending email from WordPress. I mean, from this platform already.
I think what he means is that can they connect any email sending service? So basically, since you're using a default SMTP, any email sending service you have set up there is going to work.
I see. Okay. So if that is the question, okay, Anush Kale, scheduling with limited number of mails per hour possible?
It depends. I mean, you can schedule your list. So if your list has a certain number of emails, that's going to work. But I don't think you can limit how many emails will be sent out. So if you're talking about email sequences, you can add as many sequences as you want. But if you're talking about contact list, it will totally depend on how many contacts you have in your list at that moment.
Okay, the question arises because Sultan, if
Hmm.
you send too many in 1 hour, let's say a few thousand in 1 hour, you're going to be problem.
Yeah. Well,
People will
that
just
that part we have already controlled. Right now, Mailmin can handle about 60,000 emails per hour, and I think that's safe with most email sending services. And we are adding filter with which you can customize it if you want to, depending on your sending service. So if your server resources allow it, and you have a powerful sending service that can handle more, you can customize it using the filter. But normally, the by default, though, that's the speed we're doing, 60,000 emails per hour.
yeah, it will be okay if your what they call your sending email what they call domain is warm up and also reputable. If you are new,
Right.
then definitely no.
Yeah.
Okay, next question by JD. To
Email
add email
verification tool.
verification too, yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, well, this is something we discussed. I think we will be adding it down the line, maybe end of quarter 2 or beginning of quarter 3. But I would suggest you add it to the roadmap, and if we get enough response, then we might take it up earlier.
Okay, further to this question I mean to the earlier question, my
Mhm.
question is whether are you going to do a email warm up, service or maybe some kind of a functionality about email warming up.
We need to look into that, how that works for a self-hosted environment, because I think the email warm-up more of depends on the sending service. So we need to look into how we can work on that. Not all email services require warm-up. Again, the ones that require, some of them have different criteria than the others. So we need to look into that first and see how that works.
Okay, that's good. Keep that in mind.
Definitely. To integrate with WordPress solutions such as Wishlist Member and Tutor. I think it already works with Tutor LMS. I think you can try getting Mailmint Pro and checking it out with uh, Tutor. It already works. We haven't done it with wishlist member. We have to plan on that. We have plans to work on membership plugins such as member praise, wishlist, but that's going to be in quarter 2.
Okay, Choda, I will just put up this giveaway form for them to fill up.
Okay.
So guys, I will just project it up. I request you not to share in the what you call in the chat because I mean many people will just click and then just join without actually attending the Facebook Live. We have enough people to hear today. We have 35 people here, so I think more people will come in later. So this is the link.
Right.
Okay, so we will actually answer some of the question again. Okay, DS Wong, can you see the question?
Let me see. I see that it integrate with WooCommerce. Does it integrate with any dynamic pricing plugins so that we could display dynamic pricing on the funnel depending on the predefined condition? We are working on that part. We didn't work with dynamic pricing plugins, but we will definitely work on products. So let's say we have a product block that we already have. So if you have a dynamic pricing plugin and attached to a product, then if you have the product block, it's going to show that pricing. So we are not changing anything there. But we haven't implemented dynamic pricing on our emails yet. I think you're talking about dynamic pricing based on country. So that's why I'm saying that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Azim asks, what is the cheapest way to sending marketing emails? By using Mailmin.
Okay. It depends. You need to find a good sending service that costs less. I think Amazon SES has cheaper plans than most. You can look into that.
Okay, so next question is okay, definitely we can import, existing email
Yeah.
list as shown in the demo just now.
Yeah, I think I showed you both ways. You
Yeah.
can import using CSV or manual data in bulk easily. There's nothing wrong there.
Okay, so next question by Iran Soa. Can we integrate it with Amazon SES?
As I said, this uses your default SMTP. So in your website, if you have Amazon SES set up, MailMint is going to use that.
Okay.
Can we create trigger email to customers who have left something in their cart for more than 15 to
It's
60
cart
seconds?
abandonment, right? I believe.
Yeah, so he's talking about cart abandonment. So that is a planned feature for the beginning of quarter 2. So probably in April, we will start working on that.
Okay. Can we change the domain using MailMin?
Uh, I'm not sure what that means really. Is he talking about email domain?
I mean, this is the license is one site, 5 site, and 50 site, or
Oh,
maybe
okay.
unlimited site. So it depends on how many license you bought.
Right. So yeah, you can. This is not a SaaS tool. So if you want to use it on a different website after, let's say you used it on one website, you want to change your domain. At that time, you can go to your user account, remove your past domain that you registered it with, and add your new domain. So you can change your domain, but doing it frequently might cause problem because that is blocked off by the hosting service. So what you need to do is you need to be sure that, okay, I want to change my domain to this one. So just change it there from your user account.
Okay. Somalia was asking what's the percentage of email delivery on inbox rather than going to spam folder.
Okay, so it really depends on a lot of protocols that emails have, such as DKIM, then the custom link generation for images. So all those are already implemented in Mailmint, but then again, the next thing depends on you really, like your email subject line. If it's too salesy, it might go to spam anyways. And I think from your sending service, they have certain protocols which you need to meet. So if you're sending too many cold emails and most people are marking you spam, then your email will be blacklisted and your emails will always go to spam. So you need to look both ways there, really.
Yeah, that's why you need some kind of a warm up tools.
Yeah. Is custom
Question.
branding available with brand colors, logo, and tagline? Uh, I'm not sure what that means, but you control the colors there. So, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're talking about white label, we didn't allow white labeling in the plugin, no. But if you're talking about customizing the colors in the emails or your brand colors, those are up to you. That's totally up to you there.
I think he's talking about white label, if not wrong. Somalia, can you just clarify your question in the chat again? While we are waiting for you, we just go to the next question.
Yeah. WP Funnels there. Is WP Funnels LMS? Is there other LMS integrated? Well, if you are purchasing any lifetime bundle, then you will get all the add-ons along with it. Okay, so yeah, it's in there. And for integration with WP Funnels, it has integration with LearnDash for the LMS add-on, or you can use Tutor LMS along with WooCommerce with WP Funnels. And for MailMint, it has integration with Tutor LMS.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Okay. How
How
many
many templates are?
templates? Okay. I think we released about 10 templates right now, but our designer has already designed about 20 more, which will be pushed out on a weekly basis, maybe 5 templates per week.
Okay, Sujit, you say that you can't comment, but then here you are commenting, so I'm not sure what is your question. Maybe first time he comment,
Right.
Facebook don't show, you know, so sometimes Facebook is crazy. Okay, link of the documentation. You mean the documentation on the MailMint? Yeah,
Okay.
there is a link, you know.
Yeah, I can share it. Just give me a second. I can give it to you. You can share it on the screen, I guess.
Yeah, just share in the private chat, then I will just share it.
Yeah. There you go. I just gave you the link. You can share
Hold
it.
on, yeah, I got it.
How many email recipients can be added in a single email? What's the daily, weekly, monthly limit for sending emails? There is no limit here. I mean, you first import your contacts, assign them lists separately, and then when creating campaigns, you just choose your list and tags. As many contacts there are, it will be sent. And we don't have any limit for monthly or weekly. That totally depends on your sending service.
Okay. Any template for real estate, you know? Oh, I don't
Uh,
know who is this guy because he didn't give permission to web video to show the names.
okay. I don't think I have a template in emails for real estate, but if you can share a use case with us, then maybe we can create one for you. Meanwhile, for WP funnels, I think we have one ready and it will be pushed out pretty soon.
Okay. Sam is asking, I'm using Zoho Mail for mail hosting. Will my mail account get banned if I sending bulk email?
Uh,
You're talking about sending from Zoho Mail or sending from MailMail?
I think he's talking about sending service from Zoho.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so
SMTP.
well, it totally depends on their requirements. Like we should read their documentation on what gets the email banned, and you just follow the protocols there. The basic things required from a self-hosted emails are already done by us. So we just need to see what the requirements of Zoho is.
Mhm. Okay. So let's move to the next. Hold on. Yeah, I think I missed this one. Can we use it for digital products? You know?
Yeah, you can. There is nothing wrong with that. Basically, this is an email marketing tool. So if you are using WooCommerce or Easy Digital Download or Tutor LMS, you can use it actively to do email marketing for them or email automation for them.
Oh, next question should be this.
Can we integrate Canva or Photoshop templates for designing email templates? Well, that's an interesting idea. We didn't think of it, to be honest. Uh, right now, you have to design it using our builder, and we also have a text editor. We are still working on an HTML input system, but I don't think we have a plan for Canva or Photoshop integration. That's something you can suggest on our roadmap so that, if it gets enough votes, we might work on it.
Yeah, as far as I know, the VBulk, the other email marketing platform, actually
Mhm.
integrate with Canva,
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
Vivout is great, but that's a SaaS tool. So in WordPress, we have a lot of limitations.
Mm.
So we need to look into that. All right. Next is how do you prioritize the features to be implemented in the roadmap based on votes? Not always. Basically, some features are things we already found out of a research that are necessities to users. Basically, that is something that people need. So we have to work on them. And some features are prioritized based on roadmaps. We, have a chunk of task we take in every sprint that are based on our research, and some we take based on user requirements. So we just match it up. Okay.
So this
Uh,
is on analytics, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, well, let me just give him a glimpse of that. Let's share my screen real quick. Okay, so there you go. So if I go to campaigns, you can just click on these three dots and click on analytics, and it's going to give you a detailed analytics of how this one works. So these are some of the details of a campaign. You get the total delivered. I didn't open it, so total open rate is 0 now. Total clicks, basically if someone clicks on the link in your email, that's what's calculated. Bounce rate and how many unsubscribed. So this is basically an idea of how the report will look like. So I just sent a dummy campaign today on the demo. So this is what it's showing now. But normally when you send emails, you're going to get a lot more details. You will also get a comprehensive idea when you just click on the campaign, and here you get a comprehensive idea of what things happen, basically the total open rate and total clicks. You also get that over here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I think Blaine is watching it from YouTube. Yes, this live session is recorded, live in YouTube as well. So you can actually come back if you want to view it again. Okay,
Finish.
this is answered. Okay, this is a comment on the change domain.
Okay. Do you allow to save or customize templates for us to reuse? Yes. When you're designing your email on the top, you will see that beside send test email, there is a three dots. You click on that and you can save it as a template.
Okay.
Can we import contacts from landing pages like System.io and send emails from WordPress dashboard? Landing pages like System.io. System.io is, I think, another SaaS, right?
Yeah, it's another SaaS. Something
Uh,
like quick funnels, no?
okay. No, that's not something you can do. If it's within your WordPress site, you can use the form anywhere in WordPress and collect the leads from there. You cannot use the form in an external tool. But what you can do is if you have System.io used for landing page and if you have webhooks there, you can send the webhooks to Mailmint and collect the contacts to Mailmint.
Any
Any
plan to do white labeling?
So I'll be honest with you. Till now, we haven't done white labeling for any of our plugins. This is basically currently our fifth plugin going live. So I cannot promise you that. But if we do, you'll obviously know.
But more or less, I think it depend on the demand. If more people asking for it, you just name the price.
Yeah, we get that.
I mean, okay. Since WP Academy, any roadmap? No. Is
Yes, yes, yes. We have a
maybe you can
roadmap.
just show the. I mean, give me the link. Then we'll just put it up.
Yeah, I'm giving you the link on private chat. There you go. So we have the roadmap.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so yes, so that you can do. Basically, I showed you in the settings that there is your business information. So in the email builder, you can add the shortcodes there anywhere you want. Let me just show that to them. I think they didn't get that. Let me share the screen again.
Here it
Okay.
is.
Okay, so let me just create a campaign and show you the email builder real quick. So let's say I'm taking a text editor. So here, uh, over here, if you click on the three dots, you have the option to bring out details other than basic text. So if I choose the business name, it's going to give me this short code here. So this will replace the business name you have set up in your settings for your business. In the same way, you can see in our footer, we have used those. So the business logo, URL, basically this is the business logo, this is the business name, business address, phone number. Those are the things that's going to come up in the footer once you use this short codes there. Okay. So yeah, that's how we handled the data. You can even personalize the contact information. So in the email body, you can use this one to add information of the customer over here. So I can use first name, last name, their company name, their designation, however you want. At the same time, you can do it for your own business as well. So the settings you have in your settings for business, those are the things you can pull out in the email body.
Okay, thank you.
All right. The LTD. All right. Is there any extra benefit for early adopters of the LTD, and how often you guys update your product, and what are the major integrations you're planning down the line in 1 year? Okay, so I think this is a very broad question. What I can tell you is, first of all, the early adopters, we already hit a discount of 80% for the first 200 people that signed up as an early adopter. And then if you are a WP Funnels user already, you can claim 70% off from MailMint Pro, and everybody else is getting 60% off right now. That's the deal. How often do we update our product? You can obviously go ahead and check our changelog in our website. If you just go to getwfunnels.com/changelog, there you'll see that we frequently update our products every week or two. In WP Funnels last year, we had a lot of launches, a lot of features pushed out, and Mailmint is very new, so you'll see the same, out there. We'll have fast development. And if you're talking about major integrations with tools, then every month there are going to be one or two integrations there. But if you're talking about major features, then probably you'll find at least one major feature every month, so that it will serve many different users. All right.
Okay, thank you. So
Template.
Justin is it's talking about Strippo,
Okay.
Just now
Yeah.
you're talking about Canvas and all of it.
Yeah. So it's not there yet. I mean, you can add it to our roadmap as an idea. We will look at the votes then. This is a
Oh,
Canva.
Klaviyo also have a Canva template. I see. So the big guys actually have this.
Yeah, well, their SaaS tools, they can have a lot of integrations that we cannot, to be honest. But if this is possible, we will definitely do it sooner or later. So, yeah,
Okay.
Fluent CRM.
Why
Uh,
you want to integrate with Fluent CRM? That's
okay,
interesting.
uh, I don't know how do you integrate two similar tools. They're pretty much similar, but you can migrate the context from Fluent CRM to our tool if you want to. We are working on a one-click migration. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there is a. Oh, this is important question.
Right now, it is not. Okay. We already have plans for it. Our developers have started working on it already. So we have to test it a lot. This is not a simple product, right? So uh, what we will do is we'll probably be able to announce it once the development and testing is over, maybe in mid of quarter 2 or end. But I'm just taking extra time to be safe. Okay, our developers have started working on this. They have started researching on this, looked into the implementation. We did multi-site for WP funnels, so this shouldn't be much difficult. But yeah, we just want to take our time to make sure it doesn't have any issues.
Doctor, I have one question for myself. I
Sure.
mean, before I forget, it's about lead scoring. Do you have this feature, no, right now, or you plan it for
No.
future?
Lead scoring is something we need to study a bit, because you see a lot of SaaS tools, what they do is they have the data in their own system. So it's easy for them. But we are doing a self-hosted system. So even if we give a lead scoring now, it won't be accurate, to be honest. It's not going to be accurate. It's just going to be a normal calculation given there, and you wouldn't want that. So we are looking for a good way to do lead scoring that's not gonna, hamper the GDPR compliance. At the same time, you can do it. So we need time for that. We'll probably look into this at the end of quarter 2 and down the line to quarter 3, and then look into that. But then again, lead scoring is a core CRM feature. But you can understand MailMint isn't really a complete CRM. It's rather an email marketing and automation tool. So A lot of CRM features may not be included, but lead scoring is not one of them. Lead scoring is something we will look into that in the future.
Okay, while we are talking about CRM,
Mhm.
so my question is, will your company build a CRM in future as well, not to link all these things together?
Well, it really depends on our journey there, right? I mean, we need support from our users in that case. So if we get users coming in with us, if we can afford that, definitely why not? I mean, CRM is a big tool and it's about trust. Basically, when you create a CRM, you need your users to trust you. So I think we'll first gain our trust with MailMint as an email marketing tool, and then we'll move towards CRM. But you'll find a lot of features such as 360 customer details, 360 email details beforehand. But once we look for a complete CRM, that's a different story. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I believe you will do that eventually, when the demand is there, when the user base get big, people will be.
Yeah. Can I use MailMint to override the default OO email so I can add upsells and OO order confirmation? Okay, so this is something that we already got request for even before the launch, and we have already planned it for quarter 2. So right now, WooCommerce is sending basic emails like after you place an order, it sends the order information. So in quarter 2, we are going to work on creating a way so that you can customize those and replace those with Mailmint emails. So it's something coming up in quarter 2.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Can we
Can we
download the report, from the dashboard?
Not yet. Right now, you can only view it on the dashboard. Uh, Maybe in future we can work on it, but it depends on user requirements. So you can just add it to the ideas list in our roadmap, and if it gets enough requirements, we might add that option.
Okay.
How do you pull the bounce rate data since you do not directly integrate with SMTP provider? Okay, so the bounce rate right now is whatever we get response from SMTP, we can show it to you. For certain providers, you won't see the bounce rate because if you use a third-party tool to show that, then the bounce rate doesn't appear. So we have to depend on the data we can collect. So the bounce rate will not be there all the time, but we're trying to see that if there is a way to integrate with specific tools to get the bounce rate accurately.
Why is it not available? Because they don't provide, or they not willing to provide?
I mean, some tools don't have those endpoints to collect the bounce rate, but I mean, some sending providers. So
I see.
depends on tool to tool. For some sending services, you'll find all the bounce rate data and everything. For some, you don't. So it really depends on the sending service you use with Mailmint. Also, it also depends on the SMTP plugin. Like some people use a plugin, right? So those plugins often don't have that bounce rate data. So it will depend on what you're using.
Okay, this question is interesting, for agencies.
Well, I think the unlimited plan going on now is something you can take on as an agency. So, yeah.
Okay.
Could it collect leads from Facebook lead forms? Unfortunately, no. We haven't done anything for that yet. Right now, we're focused in WordPress. So, we'll look into external things in the future, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure about this answer. I mean, I cannot answer this because this is probably a technical question for my dev. Maybe I can answer it later on. You can just, put a comment under the video, and after I know it from my dev, I'll answer it. I don't have an idea.
Okay. This question from Sumit Pradam.
Okay, so I know many people are looking at it as an alternative to Fluent CRM, but I say again and again that we are not here to compete with Fluent CRM or MailPoet. In fact, they've been around for a long time, so they have a lot of features that are actually useful and we don't have right now. So I wouldn't directly brag and say we are an alternative to Fluent CRM. It depends on the specific feature you need. So if you're looking for just lead management, email campaigns, automation, sure, we can be a good alternative to them, but they have a few other features which we cannot be alternative to, right? So we don't want to go ahead and start promoting, hey, this is the best alternative to Fluent CRM yet. We are not there yet. We need time. So give us some time. Maybe in future we can say that.
Okay, good. So this question is always been asked.
I've been clear, I think, before that no, we are not going to Appsumo again. So, MailMeet is going to be our own personal launch, and that's it. We are not looking to go to Appsumo or any other platforms right now.
Okay, so guys, if you really need this, want to try it out, just buy from their website, through our affiliate link. I mean, just now we have actually have a discussion with Chokda, we are talking about, Appsumo launching, that kind of thing. So looks like they are not going to do a Appsumo launch, because I believe a lot of people, like to buy from Appsumo. I do not know why, because maybe of the 60 days refund period or whatever, So do your consideration.
Right.
Next question by Mabel. This is a bit long. Maybe you have to read from the
Do
chat on the right.
you do you have a dedicated channel where we can get troubleshooting, discussion, features, or improvements? The current FB group, the successful community for, and then I think it's dotted out. So, okay, I think what he means is that is there any way to get a support channel, right? Well, basically, the Facebook group is not for support. I think many people mistake that. Basically, our group is there for communication. But if you need support, you reach us to support@getwpfunnels.com, or you can read our documentation. And you can also go to our YouTube channel. We have a playlist for Mailment there. So that's how you get the help there. All right. The Facebook group is not really for giving support.
Okay, let's move to the next question.
How many email recipients can be added in a single email campaign? I think I already answered this one. Yeah, this was already asked before. Again, I'll just answer it again. You first add your contacts into list and tags. So when you create an email campaign, you just assign the list and tags you want to send it to. So as many contacts you have there, that's when you can be sent. There is no limit from our side.
Blaine is asking, can we build our own API to connect Mailmin with other WP programs?
We didn't yet make our developer documentations public. We are working on making them. Basically, we have everything ready, but they're not organized. If you go there now, you won't understand how which one works for what. So, if you want to create integration with Mailmint with your own plugin, then you just have to wait. Basically, I think at the end of the month, our developers are going to make it public.
Okay, Mabel was talking the event page show live video not starting. Luckily on my phone, Basically because of there is some error, technical error
Yeah.
from web video when we start the live streaming, it actually shut us down. So I have actually have to restart the streaming. That's why the problem. Okay. Okay, next question by Justin. It's a bit long, so maybe you have to read on the right hand side.
Okay, so I appreciate the candid, transparent, and very clear answers to these questions. Being realistic in your promises and knowing your development capacity cycle provides a lot of trust, confidence, and longevity to it. So thank you for that. I mean, that's what we like to do because we don't want to make a promise we cannot handle. And obviously, people are now smarter because they can understand what's too good to be true. So if I show you, yeah, if I show you all the grand pictures and then end of the day you paid for it, refund period is over, and then you're not getting it, you'll be angry and come running after me, right? So we don't want that.
Chase after Lincoln and you. Okay. Yeah, this question has been answered. So,
Yeah, well, as I said, we don't know yet. Right now we are not doing it, maybe in future.
okay, bravely say that if the report can share directly with the client, is so good, But of course, for SaaS, it will be much easier, But for,
Yeah.
for WordPress,
uh,
it is very
eh,
different.
I think what you can do is you can take a screenshot and share for now, but we will see if we can allow to download the report in future, but that's something to look at in the future.
Okay, maybe you're asking, there's
What
so
are the
many SMTP providers, just,
right?
I don't know, maybe Chokder can recommend some.
We have used Amazon SES, Send in Blue, and also you can look at Postmark. It's quite on the expensive side, but they're the best as far as I know. So you can look into this once: Postmark, Sendinblue, and Amazon SES.
Yeah, those are the popular big ones, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Herbert. Yes, if you are WP Funnel user, you can actually take advantage of the 70% off.
Right. Yeah, you can. I think we already sent out an email to all our users with this, but if you were unsubscribed in our mailing list, then you didn't get it. I don't know. But you can reach us in support, and one of our support agents will help you out with the coupon for that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, guys, I think we have answered most of the question, unless I miss out some of them.
Okay,
So,
Albert, before we go into the cutoff process, I just want to take 30 seconds to give you a glimpse of what's coming just 2 days later. All right.
good.
We have a promised feature, right? The integration with the funnel canvas. And I just want to give a quick glimpse of that. Okay. So I'm
Okay.
just going to share the screen. Okay. So I'm just going to work on the same site. I already have Dolby funnels. So let's say I'm just going to add a new funnel and just create one from scratch. Or let's say I'm just going to import a template for now. Let it be. So you can see we have released a few good templates recently. I think people can look into those. So here you can see that we have a couple of steps: the landing and the thank you. This is a lead generation funnel, so it has 2 steps. Now I have MailMint and WP Funnels Pro on the same site. So this is what you look at. Below the step, there is a plus icon and it says add automation. You can click on that, and here you can choose one action that is going to take place. So let's say I'm going to choose send an email. So if I edit this, here I have the option to choose what condition has to be met for this email to be sent. So let's say if someone has submitted the opt-in form in the landing page, then this email will be sent. And then you go ahead and edit the email the same way you did in Mailmint, all right, using the same builder. And then after that, you can add more actions, such as adding them to a particular list. You can choose to add a time delay. You can even assign email sequence that you've already created for automation. So over here you can see that under one single step, I'm creating a whole journey of automation. In the same way, if I have a checkout step, I'll have an automation based on the actions in the checkout step. If I have an upsell step, I'll have automation flows for that particular step based on actions in the page by the buyer. So this is a glimpse of what's coming up. What you're looking at is a beta plugin, but 2 days later, you're going to see it live when we launch. All right.
Mhm. That will be awesome.
Okay. So yeah, that's just about it.
Okay, guys. Unless you have any other question to be answered, we will proceed for the giveaway prizes. Okay, this is the last question.
Okay. For a new launch, pricing appears a bit higher side even after discount. Well, I know where you're coming from. Like when you see launches, you always think of platforms that offer a lower price. But you see, what we're going with now is that we want to offer you a product that is going to be of high quality with fast development, and we will be able to provide you high quality service. In terms of that, what I can say is that we have increased our members specifically for this product. We are hiring support agents to help you support the tool, and we'll be adding a lot more features. But most importantly, what I would point out is that I think you have seen recently that a lot of tools that have launched with low prices, maybe in 6 months to a year, many of them have shut down or down the line. What we want is that even if we have good MRR from other tools, okay, we want MailMe to have its own MRR that's good. So we want you to be able to use a email marketing tool that you can use for the long term, because I'm sure nobody wants to change their email marketing tool from time to time. This is a tool that you need for long term because it is related to all the marketing campaigns that you run. So with MailMint, we want to provide that stellar product, and that is why you might see this is our pricing. But I'm sure that once you use the tool, you'll find more value for the money.
Okay, guys. Thank you for your answers. I mean, Jordan. So thank you for your answers. And we should actually do the giveaway prize now.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's do
guys, so
that.
we have actually 5 prizes to be given away. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I think everyone should be able to see that.
Yes, we can see it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So guys, this is the people who actually submitted the form. Let me do the sorting and check that, everyone is there. Okay, so we have 5 prizes to be won. Each prize is actually one site OTD for this MailMin. And of course, if you want this, you can always upgrade, by paying the remaining sum, So, but then you have to contact support for that. So, guys, are you ready? I will just spin 5 times. If your names are called up, it means you are a winner. But then you must be present to claim your prize, or else we will actually spin until we get the winner. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Oh,
Tusa Abdullah, congratulations. Tusa Abdullah, are you there to claim your prize? If yes, please type your name in the chat so that we know that you are present. Let me check. Are you there? Tusa Abdullah.
I don't think he's replying.
Yeah, some people there left. Conglomerate me, congratulate, right? Yeah, this.
Okay, he's there.
Okay, please type your name means I ask you to type your name. If your name is Tusa Abdullah, just type again Tusa Abdullah so that we know. Okay, anyway, I know you are the winner. Congratulations. Okay, so let's spin the second time. Okay, I always have this problem. A lot of people did not submit the form, and then the last minute they submit the form, and sometimes it's not fair for the early comers. People spend 1 hour talking and listening and watching, and some people come in last few minutes and put their name and win. So I can understand both parties. So but then it happens. And some of you do not pay attention, and the links are actually fresh up, and also in the video you didn't watch, and then you say there's no link. Okay, anyway, so this is how it's happening. Okay. Okay, let me see who is not there. Sujit Biswas. Let me add your name, because sometimes, I know, some people cannot, you didn't find the link, but then let me add manually. Teams O'Sullivan and also Sujit Biswas. Who else is not there? Okay, we don't have to waste time doing all these things, but please, next time, please pay attention, and then we can have a smooth giveaway. Let's spin the second time. Justin, you're a lucky guy today. And Unais, you missed by a hairline. Okay. Justin, are you there? Please type your name in the chat so that we can award you the giveaway prize. Okay, thank you, Justin. Okay, we will shuffle again and spin the third time. Let's go. Oh, Tim, you're a lucky guy. Last minute I saw your name in the list. I just add it in. Are you there to claim your prize? Tim O'Sullivan. I think you're watching from YouTube, but please also type your name. If you don't type your name, means you have left.
I think he's not here.
I'm not sure because sometimes people just go for toilet break or whatever. Okay, I give you a few more seconds.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, okay. Tim, you have to join our Facebook group, in order to award you the prize because the announcement of the winner will be in the Facebook group. I cannot announce it in YouTube. Okay, please join our group later. Okay, so we remove your name and we have already 3 names. So the winners are Tusa Abdullah, Justin Sturgis, and also Tim. And we were going to draw the last 2 names. Let's go. Iran Soa from Africa. Iran Soa, congratulations. Are you there? Iran Soa. Okay. Thank you. Congratulations. So I remove your name. So this is the last spin. I will shuffle again. And Justin is happy that he won this. I really wanted this. Congratulations, Justin. Let's move. Sujit, you're a lucky guy. Sujit, please type your name so that we can award the prize to you unless you leave. Don't tell me you have left.
So he got his name in and then he left. Oh, he's there.
I mean, it happens, some people just, left at the last minute. Okay, guys, we have all the winners here. Tusa Abdullah, Justin Sturgis, Tim O'Sullivan, Iran Soa, and Sujit Vishwas. Congratulations. I will make an announcement in our Facebook group tomorrow also to tell you how to claim the prize. So let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. Chokda, can you show your face? Still cannot, right? You have some problem in your
No,
camera.
web video is not accepting it. I mean, I have camera and everything. It's showing in the settings that my face is there, but even if I enable it, it doesn't show my face on the live stream.
No, it's a permission problem, in the browser, basically. Okay, guys, never mind. Thank you, Chowder, for your wonderful presentation. At least the audience know what is actually in the roadmap and what can actually Mailmin do and what are the current shortcomings.
Right.
Because it's new. But when we hope that you'll be able to do it better. As a in the next few months or so that you can catch up with your competitor. Fluent, so a lot of people link it to Fluent, so but anyway, so guys, I'd like to thank you guys, for attending this for 1 hour, and my apologies again for the initial stage, the first 10 minutes, because this wave video, suddenly shut us down, and then we have to do a new stream. So, Chokda, do you have anything to tell the audience, before we say goodbye to everybody?
Yeah, I would just say that, guys, if you think that you're concerned about how the tool is, you can use the free plugin from WordPress Repo and get a first-hand glance of how the tool works. And then you can have some confidence in the Pro plugin. And always just reach us in support if you need help with anything, all right? So, yeah, thank you all for joining us here. It was great.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, and thank you, guys. And I will see you again tomorrow night, same time. Which is actually related to this as well. It's an email warming tool called Mystery Car, by Abhishek Anand. So see you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
See you guys.